I'm here. I just need quick feedback on whether I'm loud enough compared to the game. Am I loud enough? Yeah, I think I should be. So yeah, my condolences to HSM. I'll be playing Jamestown Plus again. It's been a while. This time I'm playing on Divine, a difficulty lower than Judgment, but I will be playing more score focused than I was already on Judgment. Hang on, having a bit of a... it should be fine. Yeah, so compared to Judgment, Divine, survival-wise, is much easier. Thanks, but you also get less score from Vaunt bonuses, which is holding the Vaunt for as long as possible. It is slightly exponential, so this is the Vaunt. It's slightly exponential, but the exponential factor is lower on Divine. This makes for a few changes in how I score this game. Namely, some bosses will not be vaunted through, but more will focus less on vaunting for a long amount of time, but more around cancelling as many bullets as I can. So some bosses will be very different. The stages are mostly the same, except I can vaunt through some stages longer than I can through others. Which fundamentally changes one of the stages. Or two of them, actually. In order to maintain the Vaunt, I collect more items, which is what I can get more items by fulfilling special requirements of the enemies. Like destroying the 3 vessels on that thing will give me more items from it. So oftentimes I want to kill enemies in a very specific way to get more items. To maintain the Vaunt and not let it deplete automatically. Whoops, that was close. I am blind. Consistency wise, a lot of strats have, like, a lot of routes are rather new. And I'm talking like less than a week new. But yeah, I have a lot more freedom on this difficulty, which is something I like a lot. Freedom as in what maneuvers I can do, due to the difficulty being lower. And maybe I can transfer some of the stuff I learned from here into judgment scoring once I go back up to that difficulty. But that may take a while. By the way, a question. Is the audio and the game desynced for you too? Like it is on my end, and I didn't want to restart restart OBS while the stream was already going. And I couldn't resync it. Okay. So I'll just have to deal with it alone. That's fine. My score goal is actually not a specific value amount at all yet for the Super Gauntlet, which includes the extra stages, which I'm doing. So 7 stages. I have no specific score goal actually, since I haven't quite made out yet how much there is. I only have one for the 5 stages Gauntlet, which is only the base stages of the original game. The goal there is 15 million, though I don't even know if I can really reach that yet. And the extra stages have a lot of score potential. One of them has, I think, the highest or the second highest of all 7 stages. There's also a very annoying milk I found for Divine, which I'm not looking forward to performing live, or trying to. I'm a bit worried. So there's no point in actually destroying the boss here. It doesn't give me extra points, so I can just let it time out after 5 cycles. But this time it will drop based on health thresholds. The items, I mean. 3 times it will do that. There we go, that's the last one. Yeah, 1.7 is pretty much the amount of score I usually get here, 1.7 million. I can't really get more. I wish I could, because this is the lowest amount of score I can get in a stage in Divine. It's very sad. It's much higher in Judgment, because holding the wand throughout the entire stage is worth so much more there than it is here. No, I'm playing on stick. I'm basically always playing on stick. Oh, fuck, I messed up a little, but that's fine. Here's a very long, here's a very difficult wand link that is so hard to get. It's this one, like getting those in time is pretty difficult, those items. For reasons which I cannot quite, like, I just don't have the time to get into them all. I also yeah. Okay, so these two, like, in this area, either 1 or 2 of these thingies can appear based on how much time it took you to kill the first one. If you killed the first one fast, 2 of them will appear here. And I killed it too fast. It's for the maintenance, it's actually better to only have one of them drop so you can get the popcorn much sooner. I also fucked that up a lot, but survived anyway. Yeah, it used my keyboard input because I accidentally registered with the keyboard at first when I was still doing technical stuff. Or maybe Steam is playing its game again and doing some weird input shit, I don't know. But it should be. It should have said, like, me that I was playing a game, but I think. Nah, fuck. So destroying those as they are about to explode gives me a lot more items, which is a lot of score. Well, I messed that up. The Treason missiles will oftentimes throw a wrench into me fulfilling these conditions. Just by killing stuff that I don't want to have, like that I don't want to get killed in the moment. I also didn't get that special requirement, which means I'm rather low on bond gauge right now. But that might be fine, I might still manage. Yeah, looks fine to me. Oh, I almost didn't see that coming. So unlike Judgment, I actually don't want to go in here with like a full wand shard wand that isn't active yet. I'll come in here with it depleting for score, which is fine, because I can actually survive these patterns on Divine. On Judgment, this boss is mostly undodgeable for me. Oh, it seems like I didn't get the items there. I accidentally triggered a bug. Which is another thing I just don't have the time to get into right now. I always let it deplete here so I can collect both of these pairs of cogs. Otherwise I can't, because I'm not invincible and it's too dangerous. This is a problem. Okay, no, good enough. It's not keyboard! I'm not playing on keyboard. What's wrong with you all? Okay, yeah, this is currently the hardest stage for me for score, because I need to fully want this one, which I cannot do that on Judgment, so I'm not quite trained in it yet. And there are just some nasty parts to survive if you don't have a Vaunt or anything to cancel or be invincible with. This part is fucked. Okay. Very scary cut back that I have to do. Oh. Okay. These drop more as they are in mid-air and jump, or at the start of a jump. Those little hopper guys. That one that gets me a lot. So that's a lot of lost score there, because if I die, I don't get any of the potential bond bonus that I would usually get when it ends. I can also cancel a Vaunt, but that would make that would have the score I get. That was also a very difficult Vaunt link that I messed up there. This boss's final phase is harder than the Judgment one, which is very funny to me. I'll get there when we get there. I'll explain it when we get there. This is pretty normal. There will just be a lot of this on the boss. I figured out that just cancelling those few bullets apparently is worth more than maintaining an entire Vaughn throughout this first phase by linked by these items there. Somehow it just is. Which surprised me a little. Okay, this phase is exactly like it is in... Well, not exactly actually. It's very close, except I will cancel Vaughns manually here for more score. Again, since I get less from a Vaughn bonus, sometimes cancelling bullets is worth more than it would have been in Judgment. That was bad timing. Ah, okay. That's very sad. Okay, so this phase fucking sucks. In Judgment, the intervals, or somehow these waves of randomly heighted lines, there's a lot more of a break between them changing their height. I'm describing this poorly, but basically it's just much easier to dodge on Judgment than it is here right now. Yeah, the likelihood for me having to restart soon is very high, since that was my last life. I only have 3 for a playthrough on Plus. In the original game you have 4. In this one they took one away. When those, I don't know how to call them, these weird drill things flash red, is when they drop more. The flashing of red on those things is not an indicator of them being about to die. It's a weird indication, but yeah, that's just how it is. These cannons drop more items if they get damaged at any point by one of their cannonballs, or any cannonballs from another cannon, doesn't matter. I just barely missed that one. And I didn't have enough to let it continue there. When those big bugs jump and get killed, they will explode, and only then will you actually get points from the big bugs and the small bugs. The small bugs don't jump. The small bugs will only give you points if destroyed by a big bug's explosion. So if I kill this one, I think fast enough, there will be another guy here, which is a bit dangerous. Okay, yeah. Worked out fine. But I couldn't maintain it once again. There's just a lot of intricacies I have yet to find out with this, because I'm playing the game very different now. Ooh. These little things here will drop a lot of items, which I can use to charge another wand. Okay, and yeah, this phase is going to take a while because I'm milking it. That was a bit too early. So in order to get more items, I need to damage this thing, but the damage counter resets once it jumps between being on the ground and being on that thing. So I need to be fast with damage to actually get items. That was a bit early. I missed 2 of those waves. Yeah, now I can just kill him. I won't get more items that I can milk this specific phase with. Sadly, this phase has another small milk, which just consists of this thing in fixed intervals dropping more items. So I'm always using a wand for to get some bonus points. Okay. Yeah, I can kill it now. Oh I'm retarded. Okay. I'm going to have to think. I have enough time for a new run. Whether I can actually get the special condition on those things is, so far, for all intents and purposes, rather random. Because I don't know how I can guarantee that the missiles will hit those glass vessels, especially the one on the back, which I cannot reach with my normal shots. So that's an annoyance that hopefully I can eventually find some way to maybe manipulate that, but I'm not sure yet. I don't know if there's RNG involved in the missiles or if I can manipulate it. RNGs always prioritize anything that's in front of me, and then it will determine based on the amount of health that the enemies have. Which means that you will never fire 3 missiles at an enemy that can be killed in 2 if there's also other enemies around. It's a smart, elaborate system, but it's also sometimes unpredictable. Not just sometimes, honestly. Oh yeah, where those big things spawn, of which I can get big gears out of, is also very random. So in this difficulty it doesn't matter too much, because I can actually move from side to side a little bit, as long as I don't move too quickly, because I can still crash into the small rubble that's flying about. So yeah, horizontal movements are just dangerous. For the most part. Oh. Okay, yeah, 1.7 once again. After the bonus, that is. Well, let's see if I can do this first section right. It's pretty tight. Because I need to make sure not to kill that first guy, this one, too soon. Because like I said earlier, if I do that, then two of these guys will spawn later instead of just one. Which will not allow me to... Yep, I didn't get it. But that's fine. As in, I didn't get the items soon enough. But I think this time I should have killed it late enough for only one to appear later. Yeah, this looks good. That's only one this time. Meaning more smaller enemies of which I can get items out of soon enough. That was ugly. Usually I kill that one on the right. But I guess I was too far on the right myself to hit up with shots. Uh-oh. No, die. Okay. These enemies are always a bit too tanky for my liking. The flying orange ones. Only one reset so far, I think. Yeah, I don't think I ever reset on stage 1. Oh. Oh, okay. The patterns are always the same, however, the movement and the place that this boss moves towards is always random, so that just makes everything very annoying. Okay. Woohoo! Yeah. Definitely my least favorite boss in the game. Let's try not to die twice on this stage this time. Just like in stage 1, those jumping thingies, give way more items if killed while in midair, which is what I will try to fulfill as much as possible. Or rather, as much as I currently think is reasonable and part of my route. The scary cunt. Cut back. Yeah. Sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's just nasty. Oh, this is okay. Nah, I saw it coming too. Should have just cancelled. Enemies will not shoot at you if they're too low on the screen. At least that's true for most of them. There are some exceptions. But that's important to know when it comes to some popcorn enemies. Is that you only need to fear them above a certain height. Whoa! And these bullet hitboxes are exactly as big as they look. Exactly as big as the sprites look. Which is hilarious. Well, maybe they're once pixel smaller, but yeah. These things are... As easy as this pattern looks, it's still somewhat scary. That doesn't go for all bullets, by the way. These are smaller than they look, so it's just those very big ones that for some reason have accurate hitbox and accurate in regards to the size of the sprite. Oh, yeah. Being on this side after that is always a bit scary. Come on. And yeah, this pattern I'm actually considering just straight up destroying this phase. Yeah, well, not just considering it anymore, I'm just gonna do that. It's way too dangerous for my liking. If I do the milk right and fully run through this stage has the most score potential on Divine difficulty, which is 3 million, like 3.0 million. So yeah, that stage will be very important to get consistent at once I do runs. Which after this event will not be for a while. Like once outside of this event, I am not going to spend much time doing full runs yet. I will be spending most of my time still labbing more, because I'm just not content with what I currently have. God, that was ugly. Those small flying guys have so many ways to fuck you over. It's pretty crazy. Like, based on how you damage them, they will just do something entirely different than if you just do a little less damage. And even if you like slightly kill them, they might still do something. So I let him live longer this time, so the dangerous man doesn't spawn. I want to go for more safety now, actually. In some... Oh! This is painful. I don't have time to do another run, so I will just finish this one no matter how many continues it takes. That I had to cancel for safety. I put myself in a bad spot there. I'll also do this. Okay, never mind. Yeah. That's where I would have needed the wand. The one that I lost from dying. There's always a risk of dying, of one death causing another on this phase. So yeah, this stage has another interesting new milk. Interesting not because of the way it works, but just because I didn't expect it to be how I would end up playing it, or how the boss would go. In Judgment I would wand through, I would do one full wand through the boss, but in Divine it looks very different. Something I didn't something I never really paid attention to is that these thingies, those lanterns, don't actually give me any score. They give me an item, but they don't give me score. I don't know why why I didn't notice that until very recently. But I think it's quite funny. Come on. Oh, and yeah, on those big machines you want to destroy the green turret last for more score and items. So usually I activate a wand here, but I'm not doing that now. I'm not doing that in Divine. That was a bit close. Same here, Pifsaurus. That was too early. That was way too early. Ah! Okay. Okay. Now brace yourselves for the most annoying shit. I have to loop this phase's patterns 5 times. Okay, yeah, I'm supposed to dodge that, but I couldn't, it was too dangerous. Usually this is the pattern I want to milk. This, yeah. Like you could see, this pattern here is the scariest part of doing that milk. Is having to just dodge this. It's not that bad, but those aimed bullets from the side orbs that are still alive can sometimes just be scary. Of course, now that there's none of them, it's less scary. But when there's both of them, I get spooked easily. Ooh. And this should be the last iteration of the milk part, at least. I will then also have to loop one more time to actually defeat the boss. So yeah, this milk was not something I was expecting when I started out routing Divine. So yeah, general rule for any crab: if a crab can jump, it will. That's its special requirement. So any crab that jumps and is in mid-air will drop. Well, be worth 3 times the amount it usually would be, and then also drop more items. Not all crabs will jump, but that's pretty much the requirement of all of them. Oops. Note that not all enemies can be special, which is very normal. Here I let this crab live to get its bombs. To destroy the bombs for items. For the bond. Oh! That was a weird angle. So those golden crabs that were there on the screen briefly, there's 6 of them on the stage that you usually see. Or, hang on, I need to destroy this one very fast. Okay, yeah, there's the second group of 3. If I let those 3 also get to the end alive, then a 7th one will appear that's worth much more. The problem is that crab on the right there it's very easy to kill unintentionally. So if things get too dangerous, I will just shoot and likely kill it in the process. The funny thing is that the Treason missiles they cannot aim at the golden crabs, which is a very nice touch. Which means that I can rely on missiles still. I think I... Did I just kill it? I'm not sure. No, it's still there. That was another crab I killed. Okay, so I think they're all here. Yeah. There we go. That's cool. I didn't expect to get them all. That was also very close there. I will only play this boss for survival, so I'll wait here and not use missiles so that the items drop at a good time. And then I'll pretty much just go all in with damage. My score strat for this boss is still a work in progress, so I don't want to embarrass myself too badly here with experiments mid-run. That would be stupid. Like, I have a rough idea of what I want to accomplish, but I cannot do it consistently. Come on. Just fucking die. There we go. Oh. Like, yeah, those are bullets that I want to cancel, for example. And I want to see if I can... how much I can optimize that. Final stage. This one can also be the stage itself can be fully vaunted from start to finish. But like many other stages, it has some tough links where it's just hard to prevent the gauge from running out. This part is one such places, but it's also a bit just dangerous survival-wise. But it worked well this time. I delay killing this thing because I will not get too many items in the upcoming section. If I kill that thing late enough, it will also give me more items, way more, which is required. That one is always a full recharge. These gears that are on the floor on this stage are worth more than a normal big-sized gear. These are special. I couldn't get that one, I was too late. This part is always a bit scary. Okay. Oh! Okay. Yeah, that should have died way faster. if I had done it correctly. Ah, no! Of course. Of course I just had to die there. Of all places. Yeah, I thought I was going to get through, but didn't. So yeah, now the big question, will I do it with 1 credit, or will I do it with 1 continue, or with 2 continues? So on Divine I can actually fully run through this specific boss as well. It's a bit difficult, but it's very possible. Yeah, that item is always a bit tough to get, because I have to go pretty high up to get it in time. So this pattern is a bit scary at the start. This part here, yeah, because there's not much room. There's always a safe area, but it's not a great one, like as in not big. Oh shit. This pattern is actually so easy. If I mess this up, that would be so embarrassing. Okay, yeah. Well, only 1 continue necessary for this run. So that's only 14 million. My score goal would be around 20 or 21. But there's also another bonus you get based on how many credits you used. No, not. So if I... So yeah, there it says survival bonus plus 10%. If I had used no continues, it would have been 20%. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Next up will be CPS with Raiden 2.